Hi everybody, this is Lori Krause from Stamping in Deerland. This is another video from Techniques, Tips, and Advice on Rubber Stamping. And today we're going to make a really simple little kind of masculine birthday card. No muss, no fuss, a little bit of grunge. I like kind of that style of stamping. So here's the card that we're going to make. So let's get started. So the first thing that I did is I had, of course, a piece of Sierra sand, and that was 5.5 by 8.5, and that was my card base. Cut it down 1/8 of an inch, and that would have brought us to 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Well, then I did a couple more little layers because I love layers. This is Mossy Meadow, by the way. And then this is the Early Espresso, which on the back of that I do have dimensionals on there ready to go. I'd like to think that I will earn the incentive trip this year, and it will be mainly due to my use of dimensionals because I love them and I use them a lot. And then my last and final layer here is going to be a piece of crumb cake. So I'm going to go ahead and do some stamping on my crumb cake. I'm going to take crumb cake classic Stampin' Up! Ink, and I'm just going to use a stamp from Gorgeous Grunge. This is probably one of my most well-loved stamps. I'm going to give it several stamps and not ink it up. That way I have a nice grungy background. I'll set that aside. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two little pieces of DSP. These are from that newsprint pack of DSP that we have. You get like 24 sheets for $12.95 or something. It's outrageous. It's awesome. It's probably the best value in the whole book other than Dimensionals and Rhinestones and Pearls. Second favorite thing. Anyway, so we're going to grunge this up a little bit. Just a little bit of ink here and there to make it look a little bit older than it already looks. So you can do that your favorite way. I like to just take a sponge dauber and especially do the edges, but I'm going to get most of the ink on the paper too, so it looks really old and really grungy. That's the look I like. And of course I did that with a dauber. This is my #1 tool. I have millions of them. Love them, love them. So we're going to take our newsprint paper, give it some snail. Uh-oh, I think we're going to have a snail emergency. But we'll see what we can do. So we'll just put that on. We are going to look in our handy little drawer here, and I do have some more snail. So I guess I'll get change in that. Don't have to get up to my normal snail cabinet. That's good because it's halfway across the stamp room. So we'll get that changed. By the way, this is snail. This is super clean, super easy adhesive, and I use it for most of my card making. Love it, love it. So now our little piece of DSP, the little piece, this is all from the same pack, so they all go together. We are going to just kind of layer that on there like so. And you can have it a little longer, a little shorter. You can kind of do it any way you want. I made them the same length. Now, I did pre-cut this. This is out of these Sunburst framelits. That's eventually going to go right there. We'll put some, guess what, dimensionals on the back. That way it'll be ready to go when we pop out our greeting. So there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and take some vanilla cardstock. Got lots of colors going on here. And I've taken this happy birthday greeting and we're going to stamp that. Oops, I don't like that, so I'm going to move my paper so it's nice and flat. And straight down, straight up, no rocking, no rolling. And then I'm going to punch that out with my 1 3/4 inch, I'm sorry, 1 3/4 inches circle punch. And that goes into the scrap box. So we have this. So happy birthday. We'll give this a little snail adhesive. And we'll put that right on our little circle greeting. Okay, so right there. Now, I'm going to put some snail on this piece of crumb cake. And yes, I tend to go all the way around. I like my cards to stay together. And so I use lots of adhesive. I've been called some pretty bad things about the whole adhesive thing. So, alright, so we've got that layered to the espresso. We'll go ahead and flip our little dimensional papers off of here and expose the adhesive on those. I love it that they're sticky, and I love it that they pop my cards up and give them dimensions. So there's what we have so far. Nice masculine card. Now, we're going to add our little element that says happy birthday. And we'll put that right here. So there we have that. And now we need something else on there. So what I did is I took the leaves. This is from the little ghost set that has the ghost and the pumpkins. These are the framelits from there, the Fall Fest framelits. And I took some DSP that actually had those, it's all green on one side, but it had the little acorns on the back. I cut out 2 leaves, and then what I did is I took a piece of linen thread and I tied them together. I don't know if you can see that very well. I tied them together, and then I just tied a little bow. And sometimes you need a friend when you're tying stuff that little. Put a dimensional on the back and added that as a little leaf element, and that made my card very masculine. So there's my card for today, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for stopping by Techniques, Tips, and Advice on Rubber Stamping from Lori Krause. Have a great day. Bye-bye.